I can honestly say that I don't regret much in life, but my number one biggest regret, hands down, since starting my entrepreneurship journey 5 years ago, is starting too late. And starting too late is a regret that many entrepreneurs end up having. We basically all wish we did what Warren Buffett did. He literally started investing when he was like 10 years old, and he's now worth $117.7 billion. He attributes a lot of his success to something called compounding, and because he started so young, the compounding effect was just massive and really helped him get to where he is now. I'm not someone that likes to focus on the past and look back and reminisce and think, oh, what if this, what if that? But I truly, truly, truly wish that I had started my entrepreneurship journey sooner than I did, particularly with this YouTube channel. I wanted to start this channel years ago, but honestly, I just felt too insecure to do it. I was too consumed by thoughts of what would this person think or what would this person think. But honestly, screw that. I'm so over it because all that thinking has ever done for me is hold me back. So if you've been thinking about starting a business or a YouTube channel or a side hustle or changing your career, making any sort of big moves, and you're consumed by self-limiting beliefs like, I'm not intelligent enough, or I'm not good enough, or what will this person think, or what will that person think, then please just sit with me for a while, learn from my mistakes, and don't do what I did. It's all about having the courage to choose the paths that you genuinely want to go down. And that's a choice that you're making every waking moment of every single day, is which path do I want to keep going down? And so many of us, myself included, allow our self-limiting beliefs to keep us going down the paths that we don't genuinely want to experience and stops us from going down the paths that we do. And the sooner you're able to let go of those self-limiting beliefs and choose to go down the path that you actually want to go down, the sooner you will start living a rich life that's actually dictated by you and not dictated by others. And all of that combined is going to help you experience less regret later on, and hopefully you won't be in my position with one of these big regrets. And the way to get onto the path that you actually want to be on is literally by just starting now. Start now, no matter how simple, how small the step is, you just need to start. Believe me when I say you will never reach a point where you feel completely ready to start. There will always be something more to learn, something more to experience before you feel like you're fully ready. You will never get there. You just need to start. And please know that I am not encouraging you to take huge, uncalculated, uneducated risks that may end up ruining your life. I don't want that for you. There are multiple ways you can start something, some even as simple as literally reading an article on your phone. That counts as starting. And I'm genuinely so angry at myself for allowing my insecurity to stop me starting when I actually wanted to start. I should have taken action years ago, because had I taken action when I actually wanted to start instead of letting insecurity consume me, then I may have actually reached my goals by now. Instead, I'm starting fresh for like the 5th time. And the funny thing is, I'm actually someone who's really good at taking risks and doing things despite what people may think of me. But that's the point of these valuable life skills, is that they can't be learned in a day. They can't be learned through one experience. You have to keep repeating them over and over again. For example, I left medicine straight after medical school, which is a really awkward time to leave. And so many people advised me against it. So I really stood the chance of being judged. And I'm sure some people did judge me for doing that. But I did it anyway, despite what people thought. And then I moved to Berlin by myself without knowing the language, without knowing anyone. And I'm sure some people judged me for that as well. But I was able to do both of those things. And yet I still could not get myself to bloody start a YouTube channel. I still let my insecurity hold me back, because it's like a progression. It's like taking one step after the other. The first step is the first time you do it. The second step gets a bit easier. The third step gets a bit easier. But there will always be a progression within that insecurity until you've done it enough times that it no longer controls you or the things that you do. And because I think of it in that way, because I think of it in steps that I have to overcome, I know that there will be even more challenges in the future where I'm going to be worried about what people think of me. But I know I'm going to be able to do it, because each time you do it, you know yourself and you know that you can do it again. It might just be harder or different the next time round. I've been building and closing, failing businesses for years now, and I never had the courage to actually build up a personal brand alongside that. And trust me, that decision to hold off building a personal brand has really come back to bite me in the butt, because for most of the businesses I started, I was managing the marketing and I was usually the face of the businesses. So I would be the ones in the videos, I would be creating the content. But every time I closed the business, I completely lost the whole audience that I had spent years building up, which was so annoying because it takes ages to build up an audience. Had I just started building a personal brand when I actually actually wanted to, or had I started building it when I actually started my first business, then I would have an audience now to speak to. And over the past 5 years, I've literally just been building these businesses, gaining thousands of followers for each business, losing those, building another 1,000 followers, losing those. And it just kept going on and on until it got to the point where I was like, this is ridiculous. Like, I just need to just do my own thing now, because even that's a smart business move. Having a personal brand, building a lifelong audience is a good business move, because no matter what I do, no matter how those businesses fare in the future, I can never fail as an individual. Like, I'll always be existing, I suppose. So now I've started from scratch with my lovely 462 subscribers. I can't remember, but thank you to all of you for being here. I am really, really grateful for you. But yeah, it just does get tiring having to start over every couple of years. And when I did end up starting this YouTube channel, I still felt that insecurity. Even to this day, posting on certain like social media accounts, I feel insecurity if I know certain people are following me. It doesn't stop. It's like always there until you manage to squash it down enough that it doesn't interfere with what you're doing. But I knew that if I kept putting it off, all I would be doing is just prolonging and delaying the goals that I've already prolonged and delayed for 5 years. But that being said, on the flip side, obviously there are also perks to me having waited so long to start my YouTube channel. I have more experiences to talk about, so I can make more videos easily. I also have 5 or 6 years of experience creating content for other businesses and other brands, so I have some experience making videos, for example, and making shorts and reels for Instagram and TikTok. And that definitely helped me get started with YouTube. It made it easier to create what I hope is high quality content. So there are definitely positives to starting later on. I always like to see the positives in both sides. But if I had to go back and choose, I would definitely choose to go back and be rubbish and have nothing to speak about, and having actually started that YouTube channel back then, than I would right now with more experience and more things to talk about. Because starting beats anything else, literally beats everything else. And if you do start and it doesn't go your way, and you change your career or you start that business and it fails, that's fine. Honestly, it's so fine. It's part of the journey. Honestly, the journey is actually more fun than the destination. I've read that from so many people. Like, actually building something or actually starting something tends to be more fun than when you're like holding your $1 million check, waving it around. So take that journey, even if it leads to failure. It's actually learning. It's not failure, but take that journey despite where it ends up. As long as you're taking measured, calculated risks, then I promise you, your life will not go up in flames. All you can stand to do is benefit from this experience. Because in any case, no matter how it ends up, you will be a changed person. You will have learned something new. You will have overcome an insecurity, and you will have personally developed. So I do truly hope that you will learn from my regrets and many other people's regrets of not starting soon enough and not starting when you actually wanted to start. And if you are thinking of starting a business and you're wondering whether you need a certain level of experience, then you can watch this video here where I talk about whether or not you need experience to start a business. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you again for spending time with me, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye!